What's up, everyone? This is Bacon, and today we're going to be talking about campaign. I'm going to be pushing campaign a little bit. I haven't pushed in campaign in probably like a month or two, so I'm hopeful I can push a decent amount. Let's see if I got anything in the mail. We got this, so there we go. My nose has been driving me nuts lately. Not enough there. All right. But before we do that, I just want to do some summons really quick just to see if I can get anything that will maybe push me over the edge with campaign. Walker is probably not going to be the hero to do that, but I'm thinking maybe a Trisha or a Mira, I think. Okay, neither of those are really what I need, but that's okay. Okay, another Leica. I think I changed my wish list to basically try to transcend my heroes even farther that are already maxed out, or max ascended at least. So that's kind of why we're at this point. Do have Respin in there. Get a lot of doubles. Let's go ahead and ascend. There we go. Ooh, I have enough to get Walker ascended, actually. That's kind of fun. I like Walker. I think Walker's a cool like design. Big fan. Got one more 10 pull, nothing. Then let's just pull 10 light bears. I don't really care about these, but okay. I want to make sure I'm not at the point where I can transcend Leica. Nope. What do I need? Hey, one more copy. I'm actually really close. Okay. Well, there we go. Nothing too crazy there, but let's go ahead and jump to campaign and see where we're at. Okay, so we are on stage 48. I haven't pushed in a long time, so some of the things that I've done since then is obviously I've buffed up my people, I've ascended people, and I've also had my overall level increased a good amount. So I think we're in a pretty good spot here to make some progression. One thing that I do is I pretty much look at the formations, I see what works for people, and I literally just use it. That auto populates all the stuff. It's the pets, it's the heroes, and then it'll even use your teammates, your campaign teammate, and pull heroes that are better options. So for Laos, I don't have him ascended, but my teammate does, so it automatically puts him in place because he's a better option, which I think is very intuitive. It's very nice. And then everyone else, I have them all. I already have copies, so I'm just going to go ahead and click auto battle, and I'm just going to let it do its thing. So let's see how this goes. Pretty easy one there. I didn't realize I have Nemesu at a purple. I thought I had him better. Nice. I like his little like animation. I think it's funny. This is a strong one. My Taline, my Tassie, my Solace is max. The only one is my Hira is a little low, but you know, she does what she needs to do here, I think. Nice. And so what I do is if these teams work for this campaign, and I push through all of this, which we'll find out very soon, I just let it keep going. I don't like stop at the next stage, auto populate, because sometimes these teams are just good enough to clear, 5, 10, 20 more stages, just how it is. It doesn't have to be where you change your team every single time. I would just let it run on auto until it fails 8 times and it hits its max or whatever that is. And this is an example of heroes that are maybe low tier becoming a little bit valuable. Like Lucius here is doing his thing. He is just kind of being a shield boy. Not very high in the tier list, but definitely finds his value. And there you go, moving up to the next stage. Oh, and I forgot, I haven't done campaign in so long. You only do these long ones every 4. So right now I just have basically my A squad, my busted people. Got Wigan Solace, I got Mishka, Marcel, Elbido, and Shaltir. And if for whatever reason this one fails, I just kind of look and see what works for someone else. Generally, these are the stages that are not the issue 99% of the time. There's one thing I want to touch on. So on the next stage, I want to mention. Okay. So now we're going to 412, 4012. Now you can see something that's a little interesting, and a lot of people are asking about different comps or heroes that are really good. But if you look at, I think I just got messed up on that one. If you look at who I am using for these stages, I don't even have Elbido, Shaltir, Crassio, like some of these really high rated heroes, I just don't have them in because I use the formations that works for other people, and that's just sometimes you don't need those really busted heroes. But because I failed that, I'm going to go ahead and just use this instead of letting it auto. And then let's see what else we got in here. Another example, I'm not using Elbido or Shaltir on this. This is an interesting team. All right, let's just auto it, let it do a thing. And then while it's autoing, let's go ahead and... Ooh, I got another hero through here. I haven't gotten one of these in forever. I guess I'll do a light bearer. Okay, Strolta. And then it looks like if I clear this chapter and get to 10, I get another Mortis copy, which is great. A Wukong, and then this guy. Yeah, I got a lot of garbage left. Gotten basically all the good ones. Mortis is the last one that I think is actually pretty nice to get a copy of. Looks like we got a little bit more of this, but I don't know the last time I've gotten a quest from here just because I haven't really been doing them. Sure, we'll collect some of these bad boys while the campaign is running. Let's leave that. And then I want to touch on the Autumn Delights. So this event, basically you collect these every day for 7 days. Nothing too insane here. Obviously the diamonds are nice, the emblems are nice, but this is the thing where another hero choice chest. I personally am going to get Rain. Rain is someone who I have as a mythic, and I want to get her ascended, so I will get her. Kryn is not a terrible option if you need a Mauler hero. Shamira, then Respin. I would say that's my order of importance. Rain, Kryn, Shamira, Respin. But if some people like building out Shamira early game as your like early carry, and that's fine too. Pretty easy event. All you do is log in and collect some stuff. Let's go ahead and check out Beast Grounds real quick. We got 5. Not enough for a thing though. Let's do an individual. Nope. Did not get lucky today on those 6 pulls. And let's see if there's anything else that I am really... I guess I could summon my Stargazing cards. I think I just need 1 copy of Taline. And ooh, is that my max Taline? Oh no, do I need 1 more copy? Oh, no way. Oh, I do need 1 more copy. Okay. There's no way I pull back-to-back singles. Nope. My luck is not insane today. It looks like I cleared 12. It is going on to stage 13, which is nice. Let's go ahead and collect these. Thank you very much. We got the Lions contest coming up. I don't have a partner yet, so if you happen to be in my server and want to team up, send me an invite. What else do I need to do to get this? Well, it's not important. Let's just look at this. Thank you. Let's go back to campaign now. Looks like we are on the next stage. My old team for the 4012 stage is still rocking, so let's see if it clears this without having to change much. My guess is probably not, but we'll see. Yeah, this team kind of messed me up. Some of those smaller teams are like tricky strong. Let's look at formations again. Let's just repeat. Let's use it for all. Again, Albedo Schultz here not even being touched, but you know, my boy Turtle Man's getting some usage in there. So that's the importance of kind of building out some of these no love heroes that they can find their usage at times. Here's see Turtle Man in action right here. But this is pretty much what I would recommend for those of you who are progressing in campaign. Just especially once you're late game and you have a lot of the main characters built out. It can be really easy to just copy these, tweak it every 4, do it again, repeat, and not have to worry too much about every single wave. Especially when there's 5 waves, it's just a lot to really think about. So just copying those are pretty nice, pretty easy. Let's see if I get through this one. Ooh, my Gwyneth just did some big damage. That was huge, actually. My Rowan's kind of being a tanky boy. Nice. Knocked him out. But I don't think there's really any point of, tweaking every single one individually, especially in your late game. Early game, it's a little different because you're not going to have as many copies of heroes. So early game, just kind of put your highest level heroes in, especially when there's only 1 or 2 waves to clear. Just put your heroes that you have built up as much, and if it doesn't work, move them around a little bit. You can also check the waves that have worked for other people, but sometimes there'll just be really key heroes that you don't have copies of that you really need. And sometimes you hit waves like this where you use what's recommended, but it just isn't working. Let's try to mix it up a little bit. Let's toss in Schultz here. Then let's put Albedo here instead. Albedo just got wiped. But my Schultz here is doing some damage, so there you go. And sometimes you need to do a little tweak, improv, things like that too. That's totally fine. Let's see if we can clear this wave, and then we'll probably call it good. We got my Awakened Brutus doing some damage. You got Sung Jin Woo, who is honestly probably the strongest hero in the game. The more he's tested, the more he's used. He's so strong. He's really viable, and especially if you build him out like max everything. He's a tanky boy. He's doing some damage. He's not easy to kill. He's just cranking things out. So, ooh, this one looks a little questionable. I don't know. Oof. Let's let it do one more run through, see if this works. Sometimes it's just RNG too. Sometimes you have a good wave and it just things click. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes like having a Crassio that's a little stronger might work. Oh, there you go. All 5 of my people lived. So sometimes you just need to let it run its course and try one more thing. But that's kind of my progression with the campaign. I'm gonna keep pushing. We'll see how far I get with it. And then I'll update you on that in a little bit. All right, it is a day later. I am stuck on this level, so I think I'm gonna just swap her for Schultz here, and I think I should be good. I'm on stage 4060, so this is literally the last one of the stage. But for whatever reason, I can't get it, but I might have just... Oh, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just, for whatever reason, this stage is really giving me some issues. Maybe. Let's try something a little goofy. Let's try this. Hmm? No, this guy barely living really sucks there. I don't think I would have won anyway, but let's try that one more time. Sometimes when you're pushing through stages, you just really have to, if you're really stuck, but you know like your comp is decent, sometimes you just have to give it a few tries. This one, I don't know if this is going to be one that's going to win though. But I really want to get past chapter 40 or whatever this is. Let's try putting Albedo in there. And I have one, maybe two other ideas if this doesn't work. What? Look at that. Boom. Sometimes you just got to work things out, work some magic, try different few options. Ugh. Look at that. Chapter 40 complete. Give me those stargazing cards. Boom. All right. So we're done with 40. I'm not going to push any more. I have no idea what's happening with my AFK stuff. There we go. Let's get out of that glitchiness. Oh, they're still doing it. One thing to note, if you want to, I've kind of cleaned out my friends list. If you want to send me a friend request, go ahead and do it. I have 15 spaces, so definitely have some room for there. I did get some more stargazing cards, so I wanted to pull those actually, just from pushing a bunch of different things. I pushed tower. Ooh, that's nice. Pushed tower a bit. And I was able to buy some other ones with some diamonds because I have like the monthly pack that lets you do that. I just need one more tailing. Come on. Dang. Okay. Might as well just pull these bad boys while we're here. Got a few more since yesterday, pretty much, since I made the other part of this video yesterday. Nothing crazy. Let's finish that out. But one thing I want to touch on before I end this video has been a little bit all over, but I think it is helpful and useful. So the point of progressing in campaign, you also get a lot of really good rewards. And I've touched on this before, but you better your AFK amounts. And so you can see the farther you push your campaign and your Forked Fate, the better resources you get. Regular campaign gives you more hero essence overall, so definitely more valuable later game to get this up. And then Forked Fate gives you more purple essence, which is more valuable early game. So it's always good to try to push Forked Fate early if you are new to the game. And then campaign, same thing, push late once you're kind of later in the game. But also you should just be pushing both of these as much as you can. But once you kind of play for a while, you kind of forget about doing that. But it definitely is valuable to do that. With towers, though, there's really no like AFK benefits to it. You just get benefits from clearing stages or rewards from clearing stages. So you can see here, you get these. You see I cleared 580 and I got 2 stargazing cards. It's more so just for leveling up resources and then a little bit of diamonds. And then you get these shards to get some fodder heroes too. So not the same benefits with the towers, but you do definitely get some resources that are nice, especially early game. But that's my progression for my campaign today. Nothing too crazy. I did push tower, like I said. I think I pushed like 30 floors, 20 floors. Couldn't really push it much farther than this. I'm sure there's a way I could get around it, but it's not worth spending that much time trying to get like 1 or 2 floors. Next, I want to try to push all of my faction towers, but I want to do it where I have all of them available. So I'll wait till I have them all available then to do that video. But that's the video on the campaign. Let's go ahead and more garbage. I always had fodder with those things. But that's the campaign video today, guys. Hopefully that was helpful for those of you who are kind of pushing. But more so, I just want to kind of showcase where I'm at in the game. Pretty far, but I definitely could push farther, I think. But thank you guys for watching. As always, make sure you like and subscribe below if you like my video, and have a great rest of your day. Peace.